Hey everyone, welcome back to the Code Lab. So today is day three of our level up series, and today we will also do one of the problems. Uh, so as I've told you earlier, we will be covering off the basic conceptual videos. Like there are some terms which are predefined in the programming industry, or we can say in this world, which we need to understand while doing programming. Some example of that is palindrome, the problem which we did earlier, Fibonacci number, the factorial. So these are some terminologies which we need to understand, and because in the upcoming lectures, when we solve a problem which is bit of higher level, we can say in those problems they will not be giving you description about those terms in depth. But now, as of now, now let's solve the problem and see what is the palindrome. So today we will be doing a palindrome problem. So let me show you the lead code. Here is the problem, valid palindrome. So I will be giving you this link in the description. You can go check out and then solve the problem. Although we will be doing it in CPP online compiler also, like so that you can get bit more habitual, like how to do in LeetCode and there also. Because in upcoming lectures, when we do it in LeetCode directly, then it will not be difficult for you to understand how to run a code in LeetCode when there are some functions and all. So I have already pasted the uh, sent question or the problem statement which we have. So now let's encounter and run this off. So valid palindrome. So we need to find if the thing is which we have got, the string which we have got is a valid palindrome or not. So now let's understand what is a palindrome basically. So palindrome, if we convert all the upper cases into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphabetic characters and it reads same as forward from or from the backwards, same as the backward, then that alphabetic character is considered as like a palindrome. And alphabetic character includes letters and numbers, both of them. So that is the definition of a palindrome. So now let's see from the example. We will understand better from the example kayak. So if I take this kayak with K capital, A small, Y, A, K, small only, and dot also. Is this a palindrome? No. We need to apply the filters which they have told us. First filter is to, like, for me, it's to convert, or to filter out all the non-alphabetic characters and just take the alphabetic characters. So K capital, A, Y, A, small k. Okay, dot is not considered as an alphabetic character. In alphabetic characters, we include only numbers and letters. So no space, no dot, no question mark, full stop, nothing. So this is what we have. Then another filter will be there in which I will convert it into lowercase kyak. Then in the third case, I have to check if it reads same as forward. Okay, forward is this, same as the backwards. So now let's write from the backwards k a y a k. So this is the palindrome. Same for the every case. You can see and check out the every case which is written here. So it will be like WOW, wow. So if we read it from backwards also, it will be same. So that's what we have to figure out and solve in this specific problem. Uh, Along with that, uh, let's take a test case. Okay. So we have a input. Let's take the complex one only. A man, a plan, a canal, dot, Panama. Okay, this is what we have. Now, what we have to do is we have to apply all the filters. So, as I've told you, to structure out the question, like what is the actual need or what is the question wants from us. So filters need to be applied. So filter number one, what it will be to take uh, alphabets only, alphabets only. Filter two, convert into like we have to convert it into lowercase. Okay, so why we need to convert it into lowercase? Let me tell you the reason about that is If we take this Kayak example only, the capital K and the small k are different entities. The assign values, there are specific values, or we can say numeric numbers, which are assigned to the integers also, or to the string also, alphabets also. So capital K and small k have different values. So it will compare it with those assign values, and that's why it will come as false. So that's why we have to convert it into lowercase. Although we can do it in uppercase also, then also it will be fine. But it should be in same, we can say, in the base level. Next comes our filter 3. Filter 3 will be to check palindrome. That we have to figure out. We have to figure out all these things. So now let's apply firstly the filter one. Uh, A man, because we have to cut off this space, the space which we are getting. Okay. Filter one is applied. Okay. Then this mark, the two dot marks, we didn't need to take that. And this is what we get. Apply the second filter, lowercase a. Okay. P should also be small only. Done. Now let's see how we can check if we can read it same from the front or from the back. So what we can do, if we start iterating from here also and from here also, like if we have two pointers, and then we will check from one by one, from the back and from the front simultaneously, then we can check it off. So if we see first, last, same, okay. M is, this is same, okay. A same, okay. N okay. There is also one A also here. A A done. P P absolutely fine. L A, canal A is here. It is not P. So this is done. N done. A done, and C is so. So it is a palindrome, and that's how the approach also which we have to follow. We will be iterating from the start, we will be iterating from the end, we will be checking one by one if that first one matches with the last, if the second matches with the second last, if the third matches with third last, till both of the pointer reach at the beginning only. So that's how we have to figure out. Now let's take a case of non we can say non palindromic. So race a car, as it is given, race a car. Filter applied, RACECAR. Second filter we doesn't need, so it will be same. Now let's check R. Okay, A and A is also fine. C also fine, but these two are not similar. So it is not a palindrome. We have got the approach. So this is how we need to tell approach to any interviewer or wherever we encounter the problem. So now let's get into the question how we can solve this off. But as I have told you, I will be doing it in online CPP compiler. So this is the interface which you all in the beginning level might know or might understand, like int main and writing functions inside it. I will be writing here, and then I will be copy pasting the same code in the LeetCode, so that in the further upcoming videos, if I do any question in the LeetCode, because there are specific test cases which run on LeetCode only, at that time you will understand how to run a specific program in a LeetCode environment or in a competitive compiler environment. So we will be starting off here and doing it there. So now let's get started. So firstly, we have to take a string A, simple, the string which we want as an input. So I will be doing it getLine sin A. So if you doesn't understand getLine, what you have to do is you have to go Google it, check it, what is the use case of getLine. So getLine is actually in CPP if we want to take input with all the spaces and all, and not just a single character. So if I have to tell you with an example only, try executing it. That's how the thing works. And we are taking string A and then taking sin of it. So if I write Satyam Sharma and whatever it is with the spaces also, if we run this, we will be doing C out of A. Okay, why it doesn't run Satyam? Okay. Okay. So we get input as an we get output as an whole string one only. Now let's do it with just a sin of a. Now if we do it, and if I write in the similar way only, and if I will enter now, you will get just the first one. So if in the case of like, yeah, here we are. So in this case, if I take this as an input, okay, with just writing a C in, so it will just take the first character and then done. But if we do it with this, then we get the whole lot. So that is the difference. So just if you find anything which is unique to you, just go Google it, check it. Instead of just going to ChatGPT and then just getting whole solution, it is the better approach or the better way. Okay, now let's get started. We have taken the string. Okay, also take one for the size also. String n equals to a dot size, so that in the loops we didn't have to call this function again and again. Next comes another string temp. So this will be helping us to just, it will be an empty string by the way. So we will be just taking the values from the first string which are alphabetic in the lowercase and then add it into the temp and then apply operations on the temp. Writing a for loop from int I equals to 0, I should be running less than n, the size of the string which we have. Now we have to apply our filter 1. So now let's see what is the filter one which we have written here to take the alphabets only. So so do we need to find all the alphabets manually by ourselves or write a functions for it? No, there is already inbuilt function in CPP. So what that function name uh, is num is ALNUM is alnum. So what this function do is it will only give return true if the word which is written here is a integer, or we can say is a number, or is an alphabet, or is a letter. So for this filter we need to apply this function which is an inbuilt function. So we will be writing an if condition. If is alnum, if it means we will only if the word which is uh, coming from that specific input is an letter or is a number, then only go to the filter 2. Filter 2, just simple sorting. So we have applied the filter one, that is done to find the is alum. Now next filter is to convert it into lowercase. So now do we need to map or something, made a function by ourselves to convert it into lowercase? Mm, for sure, no. We have inbuilt functions. So how those inbuilt functions will be running off is like we will be having inbuilt functions in CPP for many use cases. So you need to figure out and learn all those in the while while learning problem solving and all. So now let's see for the lowercase. So for lowercase we have to lower. So this will be the function, inbuilt function, which will help us to convert it into the lowercase. So what we will be doing in the temp, we will be adding on to, sorry, to lower and then adding the words which we have. So now second filter is also applied. So what the second filter will be doing is the first filter gives a string to it or give an alphabet or number to it. It will convert it into to lower and add it into temp. Now if I have to just tell you the output of it, so if I run temp and now let's run this and check if it is working as we expected or not. Yeah, the number, till second filter which we uh, till where we want, we have got that. So it is like that only. AMN, so it is simple. Now we have to apply the function which will be checking off if it is a palindrome or not. So instead of making a function outside, let's do it in your traditional way, and then we will implement in LeetCode with the functional way. So now we have to do one thing. We have to uh, we have the temp. Now we have to find the size of that temp. So for that, let's take x as a number. So if I take uh, so if I take just the input, or let's make a function out here only, because as I've told you in the previous video also, like we need to make functions whenever we solve a problems, dividing problem into simpler units. So let's take it as helper, name it as helper. So first thing which we are getting here is string temp. We will be getting an int, we can say left pointer, and int right pointer. Okay. So as I have told you in the approach only, like we have to apply I and j, two pointers. At one is at the beginning, one is at the end, and start checking from there till it reach to the end. If it reached successfully, okay. If it doesn't reach, it is not a palindrome. So now let's structure this out also. We will be doing C out of whatever we get from the helper. So in helper we have to send temp. Starting will be from 0 only, and ending will be from temp dot size. Okay. Now this will be the like last one. Now what we have to do is we have to get it to the, like we have to start writing the function which we need for the execution. So we will be writing a while loop while our left pointer is less than right pointer. Simple. Till the both pointer doesn't reach till the end, we have to do that. Along with that, as based on the zero based indexing, we also have to make it -1, so that it catches the last index, not the index beyond its limits. Okay, so now if we go here, writing a while loop, done. Now we have to check for the condition. If our temps left one, or the starting one, is equal to the temps right, okay, my bad. Okay, if it is equal, if it is, we will see what we have to do. If it is not, even if the single one is not, then what we have to do? We have to just return from this as false. Done. And if we pass on whole, like if both the pointer left and right become equal, and then left become greater or whatever it is, then we have to return true from here. Done. True. Okay, so if both of the pointer meets, means we have checked it is a palindrome, we return true and end of. Else we return false. So now here we have to write left plus plus to let our pointer to increase also, and right minus minus. So here we are done with our whole structure. Now let's run this. So what will happen? It will be getting the temp string which is full of the characters which we have, the unified characters. Then we have a left pointer, we have a right pointer at the corners of it. What will happen if we get both of them are the number at the left pointer and the string at the last pointer, or the right pointer, those are equal, then we will move our pointers. So left will get increased, right will get decreased, and that's how we will reach till the end and then return true. If we found any of the words which is not matching, just return false and end off. Writing this, okay. Now we have to again copy this, check it here. It is giving 1. Okay, so why it is giving 1, you might be thinking. So it is because when we get true, when we return true, it gives 1. If we do for a race a car, okay, if we run it again, then we will be getting 0. Yeah. And if you want it in that form only, So I just need to write this. If this whole statement return once, see out true, else see out. What will be the output if I run this again with race a car? Think about it. You might say true or false, but let's see, because it will not. It will still give me 0 and 1 only. Till I didn't do this. So now we will be getting the expected one, true or false. So that's how it is working. If I have to check again for this, no worries. Okay, taking this, running this again, doing this, true, we are getting. So we are done. We are done with all the things which what we have to do. Now let's see how to make it run in the lead code and see how we can do this. I will be sharing the link of this specific problem statement also, so that you can also check out like how to do it in normal compiler in the description. Okay, and at the end of this whole week, I will be giving you the link of that sheet also, which on which I am writing all the approach. Okay, so lead code, it is bit different. Like what we have to read, class solution, public and all. Don't think about those things. Just take the function, copy paste, the simple copy and simple paste of this function. Done. Now here in the lead code, we are already getting a string s, so we didn't need to do this. So it is removed. Okay, these are the things which we need. Okay, so we will take this, go here, paste it like this. Instead of writing it as s, we will write it as a, which we have taken in our case. Okay, so it will be running fine. Okay, and at the end, what we have to do, we have to return something. And what is the return type here? It is bool. So what we have to do, we have to go here and just copy this portion, go here, paste it here, do this, run this off, check if it is running. No, it is not. What is what is this giving me? Okay, okay. We need to close this also. The opening bracket and closing brackets. Just those are the issue. Yeah, it is accepted. Now let's submit this also. Yeah, done. We have solved this problem. Easy one now. So I will be pasting the link of both of this lead code also, so where you can practice CPP compiler also. If you see any of the issues specifically, you can refer to that code, check it. If it is like some issues are there, resolve it and solve it out. So that's all for today. We have successfully solved the problem. So day 3 is also completed. So tomorrow is Sunday and we will be having a project also. So I will discuss it tomorrow only. So till then, thank you and bye bye.